Hey, what's up guys? It's Bronson here, but you can call me Kerbro, and today on Kerbro877 Gaming, I decided to do a different kind of video. This is going to be a deck profile. So I've wanted to do a Yu-Gi-Oh video for a while now, but I never really got to it, didn't figure it out. So it's a bit of a weird setup, but I think it should work for now. So the deck that I'm going to be doing is my Lightsworn Chaos deck. This is the deck that I bring to tournaments almost every Sunday. And it's been working pretty consistently, doing pretty well so far. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. So first, we've got the staple 3 JDs. Every Lightsworn deck has to have 3 JDs. That's just how it goes. Then another staple, 3 Raidens. Next, 3 Illumina. And that's just about all the guaranteed stuff until we get to the spells. Next we have 2 Lila, 2 Wolf, 1 Fearless. I do 1 Fearless just because the Wolves can be milled by other effects, but Fearless can only be milled by a monster effect. And I have enough tuners with the Raidens. So next we play 1 Gareth, which is pretty good draw power, and it can get over stuff sometimes. Jane just for extra names, and if you need it, it has 2100 attack during the battle phase, so it can help to get over some stuff. And Celestia, just because I like that card, and more names. So that's about it for the Lightsworn section. So for the Chaos section, we have 1 BLS, 2 Chaos Sorcerers, which those are just the pretty much staple Chaos cards. And next we have 1 Light Pulsar and 1 Dark Flare. You could run 2, but I haven't really found anything that I could take out to put in extra for each. Next we have 2 Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern is a definite you have to have in your deck. It's basically the quickest way to get to JD with your Chaos cards. The only thing with Eclipse Wyvern, a lot of people play 3 of it. I only play 2. Just because a lot of times you'll run into a JD by yourself, and you won't need the effect of Eclipse Wyvern. And then if you get it in your hand, it's kind of a brick. So next, 2 Collapse Serpent, and that works with 1 Wyvern Buster. So the reason that we play 2 Collapse Serpent and 1 Wyvern Buster is because we need more darks, obviously, and having another Wyvern Buster isn't too useful because it just gets rid of your dark types in the graveyard. Next, on to the kind of miscellaneous part, and then after that we'll get to the spells. So we have 2 Honest, which obviously you need that. If you could play more Honest, you'd play more Honest. Next we have 2 Curry Bandit, because you don't really need 3, but Curry Bandit's still a pretty useful card, and it gets darks in the graveyard. Next we have Tragodia, and Tragodia is a pretty good card because it's a hand trap, and it can help save you in games if you need it, plus it's an extra dark, and a lot of people forget about its secondary effect, but it's still pretty useful. Next we have Mathematician, which is at 1, but it's still a useful card as it can send any of your level 4 or lower monsters to the graveyard, which you can either summon a wolf to get over something, or Fearless and Synchro, and we'll get into the extra deck later to see what you can use for that. So next, this is some other staple cards. Staple spells, we have 3 Solar Recharge. It's your draw power in the deck, and it's a pretty broken card. Next we have 2 Charge. Still mad about the fact that this is only at 2, but we'll work with what we got. So 2 Charge, and after that, 2 Reincarnation. So the thing with the Reincarnation, I used to play 1, which sometimes it can be a cloggy card, but it can also help you and save a game sometime if you need it. So next we have 1 Twin Twisters and 1 MST. I would be playing 2 Twin Twisters, I just don't have one. And then a Dark Hole, which could be replaced with Regeki if you ever get a hold of that. So that wraps up that portion of the deck. And now we can get on to the extra deck. So, there are a few staple cards in the extra deck. We have Michael, which Michael's a really good card. If you can make 7 and you can make a Michael, go for Michael. It helps you to get names in the graveyard, and you can banish stuff really easily, and it still gets its mill effect. So after that, we have a couple more 7s. We have Ancient Sacred Wyvern, which is really good for OTKs, and it can help you to get over a ton of stuff. Plus, it needs lights, and you have a ton of lights, so you can work with that. And it can summon from the graveyard if you need it to. Then Ancient Fairy Dragon, just for summoning level 4s, and it's another 7 to use. Black Rose, because Black Rose is useful in anything. And then onto the level 8 Synchros, we have Stardust Dragon. That's all around a pretty good card. Hot Red Dragon Archfiend, and Scrap Dragon. The extra deck's kind of a mess with this. There are some things that you could use, but it's fine as it is. And I'm just going to warn you, no, I do not have thousands of dollars to spend on Minervas. So then again, if I did have all that money, I wouldn't be spending it on Minervas. But since I don't have Minervas, I'm going to have to make up with some different Xyz. So we have 2 Starleech Paladynamo. I didn't really know about this card when I first started, but it's definitely very useful. Okay, so next, since we don't have Minervas, we're going to have to fill it in with something else. So we have 1 Honor Arc, overall a pretty good card, 1 Castel, and a Gagaga Samurai, which I'm kind of embarrassed about, but I don't really have any other rank 4s that are that great. It was either this or Black Ship of Corn, so I guess it's whatever. Then for the 3s, I only have 2 rank 3 Xyz, just because normally your only 3s are going to be Lumina, and you're going to want to use those to synchro, but just in case you can pull that off, it can work well. So we have 1 Dante, which, despite the fact you don't get its Burning Abyss effect, you still get to mill 3 and then have a 2500 beater, which is pretty nice. And then next, finally, we have Zen Mains, which is just an overall good card. It can stall your turn if you need it. I would show you a side deck, but that's not really important, because I'm not good at side decking, but whatever. So that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. Hope it can help you if you want to play Lightsworn. Now, it's been working pretty consistently for me. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching.